Today I will be summarizing Drag Queens in Outer Space by Sky Gilbert. There are three main characters in this play. The first character is Lana Luss, who is described as a tall and emotional drag queen. The second one is Marlene Delorme, who is described as a tall and dignified drag queen. And the last one is Judy Goose, a short and undignified drag queen. These three drag queens discuss the meaning of life, love, and self-realization when one of them decides to put on a masculine image to survive in the outside world, which was Marlene, who decided to. This play contained a lot of gay politics, explicit language, and many sexual jokes throughout the whole entire thing. This play happens all in one act within 40 pages. It starts off with Marlene doing a voiceover about how her day was going. Everything seemed like the usual until she finds herself in a dilemma. That is, whether or not if she was living her life how she truly wanted to live. At one point, she asks herself, why did I have to wear my inside on the outside? So Marlene then decided to live as a masculine gay man instead of a drag queen who would have to face discrimination on a daily basis. When Marlene met with the other two drag queens, Marlene expressed her feelings and her thoughts on what happened earlier that day. She then received a negative reaction from the other two drag queens because they were supposed to be judging at a contest as a trio. And they got into this argument because since Marlene wanted to stop being a drag queen, he wouldn't be able to judge at the contest. While this was all happening, a package was sent to them by one of the people they disliked. But when they opened it, there lied a couple of poppies in the box, which put them slowly into a deep sleep. The poppies symbolized the poppies from The Wizard of Oz when the Wicked Witch put sleeping poison in the poppies. There were a lot of Wizard of Oz references made to this play. There was even a point where the Wicked Witch had her own line, and there were one or two songs from the Wizard of Oz that was played. But back to the summary, the poppies put the three of them to sleep, and that's when the dreams started to occur. There were 3 dreams in total from each of the drag queens. The 3 of them would be in each other's dreams, but Marlene would be playing as a masculine man in all 3 dreams. In the first dream, Lana explores her fantasy while being in Europe, visiting all kinds of places. In the second dream, Judy is in Venus and is the second lead in her own dream, and she questions herself and wonders why. With every dream, Marlene would interfere with his new identity, who is no longer a drag queen. In the last dream, which was Marlene's, Judy was his mother who was mentally ill, and Lana was playing Marlene's boyfriend who was getting introduced to his mother. Throughout their visit, things started to escalate with his mother starting to get violent. Just as the couple was about to leave, Judy starts accusing Marlene as a liar and reveals his true identity as a drag queen. The dream ends and the 3 drag queens realize the dreams are over, and Marlene was hit with reality that his true identity deep down is being a drag queen, and that whatever you really are on the inside is what you truly are. So the 3 of them then got ready for the contest, and the play ends with a parody sang by all 3 of them, a song from The Wizard of Oz, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. The end. The genre of this play is comedy and drama. As for my personal opinions, I really enjoy this play because of the Wizard of Oz references. I'm a really huge fan of the Wizard of Oz and Wicked, especially Wicked actually. Like, it's one of my favorites, like one of my favorite like musicals. I always rewatch the Broadway ones, like on YouTube or something. And when I first read this play, it took me by surprise because when I first saw the poppy reference when they fell asleep and everything, like I understood that right away. And the poppy reference, where that's when one of the drag queens say, you know, this reminds me of that one scene in The Wizard of Oz. And then there's also a part where it's said in the play voiceover of the Witch of the West as the lights begin to swirl. And then the witch appears and then tells him off and then disappears. And that was the first transition into the first dream, which was Lana's. I really enjoyed reading this play because of the type of vocabulary they use, like the explicit language and the sexual jokes. I found that very funny. Like, I found myself laughing while I was reading, and like it just kept me entertained. It kept me like into the when I was reading, and the play also gave me a lot of insight into like the perspective of drag queens and how vulnerable they can be to one another. And overall, I would happily read more plays that are similar to this one.